Zinedine Zidane left the coaching position at Real Madrid over 3 years ago, but he still cares deeply about the club's success and is ready to help whenever needed. That is why, according to Marco, he definitely urges Florentino Perez to choose Leny Yoro. The Frenchman believes that there is no better candidate for the centre-back position for Los Blancos for many years to come than the 18-year-old player from Lille. The good news is that the club also considers Yoro a priority acquisition after Nacho's departure. Moreover, the player himself is very interested in the transfer. It seems that all the stars have aligned for Madrid to acquire the defender, whose services will cost the club around 40–50 million euros. Also, stay tuned for more in this edition. Bellingham faced sharp criticism for his recent performance with the England national team. PSG wants to take advantage of the chaos in Real Madrid's goalkeeper position. And also another brilliant young player who has stated that he wants to join Real Madrid. Hello everyone, friends. In this episode, we'll talk about this and many other important news. Thank you to those wonderful people who have already liked this video and subscribed to the channel. You are the best and we're getting started. Everyone wants to go to Madrid and it's understandable. For instance, Leny Yoro is rejecting offers from English clubs and insists on moving to Madrid. This is a talented 18-year-old defender recommended by Zinedine Zidane, whom Madrid wants, and most importantly, the player himself wants to join our team. There is also information that Franco Mastantuono wants to join Madrid. This guy plays as a right attacking midfielder. He is very similar to Fede Valverde, however, he is only 16 years old. And if Madrid buys him, then, like Endrick, he will stay on loan at home. And when he turns 18, he will also move to Madrid. Firstly, this is Madrid's transfer strategy, to buy a young player, get ahead of everyone in the market, and then wait for him to join their ranks. As for Leny Yoro, he undoubtedly has a very good chance of ending up in Madrid this summer because we need a central defender after Nacho's departure. I came across a very controversial statement from the 37-year-old Chilean national team player, Arturo Vidal, who, if you remember, used to play for Barcelona. And you know what he said? He recalled Toni Cruz when he came on loan to Bayer Leverkusen being a player of Bayern Munich. And here is Arturo Vidal's statement. Toni Kroos actually learned a lot from me. When he came to Bayer, he was very technically good, but he lacked tact. So one day he came to me, Renato Augusto, and we explained to him what football is. We taught him a lot, a bit more. Here I laugh a lot because it was really in Leverkusen, and I highly doubt that Toni Kroos came as such a bad player and that they really taught him something there. Indeed, and actually, and since Arturo Vidal is already 37 years old, perhaps in their old age, people like to tell some tall tales, some stories about how Toni Kroos didn't know how to play football. We know very well where Arturo Vidal is now and what he has achieved and what Toni Kroos has achieved. Surpassing your teacher to such an extent, of course, takes some effort. What do you think about this? Write your thoughts in the comments. At the European Championship in Germany, the group stage has already concluded, but 2 Madrid players will no longer play in the Euros. Luka Modric and Croatia are exiting the Euros, and Andriy Lunin and the Ukrainian national team also failed to advance from the group stage. However, there are still plenty of Madrid players remaining. Some players are still leaving Madrid this summer. In total, there are 11 of these footballers, and most of them, of course, are Madridistas in the French national team. We continue to follow the Euro. A somewhat strange news has emerged from Paris Saint-Germain, suggesting that Paris is allegedly interested in acquiring Madrid's goalkeeper, Andriy Lunin. We don't know what the goalkeeper of the Ukrainian team, Andriy Lunin, will do. Thibaut Courtois has paused. Andriy Lunin has been offered a contract and he has to decide whether he stays in Madrid or moves to another team. But you know, I don't think it will be Paris. Firstly, they have Donnarumma, who is performing excellently. Moreover, Paris recently bought another goalkeeper, Prasafonov, from Russia, and why they would need Andriy Lunin now, I don't know. This is probably not the transfer that will happen this summer. Well, I would undoubtedly like Andriy Lunin to stay in Madrid because he performed extremely well last season when Thibaut Courtois was absent. This season he will absolutely have competitive matches in the Cup, or maybe in La Liga, or something else might happen. Although we wish Thibaut Courtois good health, we need highly skilled goalkeepers for the upcoming season. Now let's head to England because there's definitely some craziness going on there and we need to figure it out. The England team is not doing well at the Euros. The last game ended in a 0-0 draw and criticism was directed not only at the England team but also at Madrid Bellingham. He got a lot of criticism from the fans. For instance, one made a video compilation highlighting Jude Bellingham's inaccurate actions, his passes, his shots, and it all looked so derogatory, dirty, I would even say. Additionally, I went and read the comments to see what else people are saying about Jude Bellingham. Mainu has done much more than this poacher. The race for the Ballon d'Or ended quickly. Who is this contender for the Ballon d'Or? Bellingham is indeed an instant player. Technically, he is not good at all. Stop! Are you English fans serious? It does not bother you. Jude Bellingham in England squad is following coach's instructions. You need to play defensively, not attacking, solving problems, playing for results. Jude Bellingham in Madrid, when he plays forward in attack, is one Jude Bellingham, and Jude Bellingham in the England national team is a completely different story. The England team has advanced from the group stage. Do you know what will happen in the playoffs? In the round of 16, the England team faces the team from Slovakia. Furthermore, if the England national team, which is still one of the favorites for the Euros, makes it to the final and maybe even wins the tournament, and Jude scores some very important goals, will you change your point of view? Will you say that Jude is magnificent? Thirdly, isn't Jude the footballer who scored an amazing goal in the first round of the European Championship? And you were the ones applauding him back then. So I think all these negative emotions towards Jude Bellingham should be kept to yourself, and we should just wait for the outcome of events, the outcome at the European Championship. Now, regarding the Ballon d'Or, yes, we are very pleased that two Madrid players are in contention for this award. Jude Bellingham and Vini in the Brazil national team. What a paradox at the moment. Jude Bellingham doesn't look very great, let's say, in the England national team. But even Vini and the Brazilian national team played a lackluster draw in their opening match at the Copa America 0-0 against Costa Rica. In the betting odds, Vini has just moved into the top position, but I personally think that everything could potentially absolutely and completely change drastically in the next 2 weeks. Write in the comments. I'm very curious who will definitely perform better, the England team at Euro 2024 or the Brazil team at Copa America. The performances of the national teams will determine the positions of Jude and Vini, who among them will actually contend for the Ballon d'Or. If you want my prediction, I'll absolutely leave it in the next episode, which will happen very soon on this channel. So please subscribe and like this video. If you haven't done so already, thank you to everyone who watched until the end. You help and motivate me to make even more interesting videos. We are currently following Real Madrid players. If you have the opportunity, you can also become a sponsor of this channel. I would be very, very grateful. Thank you. Hala Madrid. Bye. Acá.